listening to Those Dad Guys, because the moms have their podcasts, so why shouldn't we? Huh? Here are Joe Seiler and Paul Black, Those Dad Guys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Those Dad Guys. We are Those Dad Guys. I'm Joe. He's Paul.
Hey, what's up? We're outside.
Welcome to the outside episode.
This is fantastic.
Still socially distancing.
It is, and I'm getting kicked in the face with frickin' with smell of a beautiful smoke.
Yeah, we decided to come outside and do the show outside today because what we're doing is I've been running the smoker all night long. I got a brisket in there. I've got some ribs in there. So it's just a wonderful smell. So we decided to do it outside. Here's the fun thing. I have one of those big air conditioning units in the backyard, and in order to be outside and record the show, we had to turn it off. So my wife is inside probably right now cursing me, but we're not going to tell her that I turned off the air conditioning.
Luckily, it's not that warm, and we're not already starting to bead with sweat.
It's hot out here, man. There's some sun beating down on me. But,
man, this is bringing me back.
Yeah, it's nice to be outside doing this show. It's kind of cool, some natural light. It's none of that artificial light from sitting in the basement.
Yeah.
The only thing I think I'm gonna, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of nice. I mean, I brought the guys out with us to hang. Yeah. So welcome to my backyard. You're not gonna see any more of it, because right now, as you probably know, we're in the middle of a reno. So there's a bunch of wood and even a toilet.
Yes.
Back here.
Well,
so if you see me disappear for a few minutes, you know that I might need to use it.
yeah.
So.
He didn't go before the show. So.
Yes, sir. So here we are.
I'm thirsty. What about you?
I'm always thirsty. So,
All right.
Shall we crack one?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
All right. So what I'm drinking this week is Outlaw Brewing Company Bronco Copper Ale Strong Beer. So brewed and packaged in Southampton, Ontario, on the beautiful shores of Lake Huron. The Outlaw Brewing Company.
Very interesting. I'm trying something new. I'm not usually a try something new kind of guy.
Okay.
I'll tell you why in a minute, but I'm going with Forgotten Lake Blueberry Ale.
That's doesn't seem like a Paul thing at all.
Blueberry Ale. It's not at all. It's brewed with actual blueberries from Lake of Woods Brewing Company, Ontario's northernmost brewery.
Yeah, so where would that be located? I wonder.
Kenora.
Oh, lovely Kenora, Ontario.
Kenora, Ontario.
Well, shall we?
Yep. Here we go.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, I like mine.
Hold on.
See, you don't even want to say, even if you like it, you're not going to say you like the blueberry.
It's not as bad as I thought. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've tried some flavored beers before, like when you go to those like those brew pubs, things like that.
Yeah.
And they're not for me. This you can't really taste it too much. The blueberry, it's not smacking you in the face.
Right.
I'll give it an okay. So okay. so here's
I'll give it an okay. So okay.
So here's what happened. So I had to help my cousin and her husband set some things up at their house, and they're not much of being drinkers.
Okay.
But he had this case of Molson, which I tried to explain to you, and you just weren't getting. So essentially, what Molson did around Canada Day, they had a big hashtag Make It Canada promo going on. So it's a case of 2-4. It comes in a Molson case.
Like a Molson, it just says Molson on it?
Yeah, and it says Canadian on it, but the letters are all like kind of like ransom note, if you will.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
And what's in there is they've lined up with 40 smaller brewers to bring all the brewers together and celebrate being Canadian. So you have this Lake of the Woods. You have this one that I brought some crank to the show.
Crank.
Yeah. So if I get through this blueberry, we're gonna have some crank.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then Picaroons, which is one that when we were talking about growlers out in New Brunswick, they're the first ones that I tried there. Creamore's in there, a bunch all over Canada to have. So
it's random. Each case would have been a different selection of beers.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I doubled up on Locker Room Lager in that case. Let me tell you that. That's a local brewery for us, right?
Sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Post Game Brewing?
Yeah.
Anyways, this is about Forgotten Lake Blueberry Ale.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
I got a couple vanillas I'll try on the show. Not looking forward to those.
All right.
Anyways.
So I like the vanilla. Like a vanilla stout is a really nice. Like I think Mill Street makes a nice vanilla stout, which is actually a quite nice beer. So it's funny moving from Canadian beers into Canadian sports.
Oh.
It looks like hockey's coming back.
Yeah.
There's been some exhibition games on, and now we are recording on Saturday, so I believe games start today.
Noon.
So hockey's back today.
I know. I'm pretty excited. And then you just brought something into my mind what I was thinking last night. But the point I wanted to bring up today, like right now, is one thing that I absolutely love about hockey. So first of all, hockey went down to number 3 for me for sports.
Okay.
It used to be number 1, and then I got into the NFL, dropped it down. Then I got into Cubs and stuff, dropped it to 3rd, right?
Okay.
And it was just a long season, boring. Anyways, the game is very fast, first of all. So when you're watching the game, you don't even ever notice the fans when you're watching the game.
True. Yeah, that's true.
But guess what I'm loving the most? You're not seeing that friggin' idiot standing up, waving at the cameras as a rush is coming up the ice. You know that idiot? He stands up, waving his arms while the play is going. You're not going to see that this year, and I'm excited. I'm like, I'm not even in the arena. I'm yelling at the TV to have this guy sit down.
Down in front.
Come
Down
on.
in front. It's fun. I am be honest, I've never noticed that guy.
Really?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't really notice it. It's look, I've seen some of the setup and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I like the way the games look.
Mm-hmm.
And people will differ on different things. Like I like the way basketball looks.
No.
Basketball to me looks like it's being played in a boardroom, which is super cool.
And that's their idea, from what I understand.
Yeah. It's super cool. Like I kind of dig it, and you can hear lots. So Raptors start tonight.
Yeah, they do.
But hockey's back. It's pretty cool. I saw a poll on Facebook, and I'm not a Leafs fan. I'm gonna preface that, but it was like, if the Leafs win the Stanley Cup, is it considered a true Stanley Cup? Yes, I'm a Leafs fan. Yes, I'm not a Leafs fan. No, I'm a Leafs fan. No, I'm not a Leafs fan. And yes, I'm a Leafs fan. Obviously, it is leading because there's so many lunatics around here that are Leafs fans. But I think it would be ideal that the Leafs win the Cup this year and they can't have a parade.
They'll make a parade.
Oh,
Trust me, they've had parade for other things. They're gonna have a parade for.
I know.
They're gonna have. We'll just call it a protest.
I think the mayor. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get political. I think the mayor of Toronto said already he'd find a way to have a parade.
Of course. Anyways,
I think it would be hilarious if they could.
We almost went down a slippery slope. Yeah. Anyways, so here's what I find very interesting, and I'm not typically a tutor of the being, tooting the horn of Canada being the greatest country in the world.
Okay.
However, hockey's done over 4,000 tests or something like that. Yep. Very limited.
Yeah.
Very limited.
Yeah.
Bubble city. Bubble game. NBA. Created by a Canadian. Basketball.
Dr. James A. Naismith.
Yep. Bubble. No problems. America's pastime. Baseball.
Oh.
How many games have we canceled now?
I think we can start the death knell now for the baseball season.
Yeah.
Because we can start with the Marlins as patient 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, a Florida team is patient 0? No. No way.
Yep.
But we can start with that. But yeah, the amount of games that are getting canceled, I don't know how you come back from it.
It's weird.
I just don't know. And now it's more and more teams. And every time it affects one team, it essentially affects 2 teams.
Yep.
So now you've got, we're just going to call it the East.
Yeah.
Okay. With Florida and the Phillies.
Yeah.
Shot. Okay. Whatever. So that has cost the Blue Jays and the Nationals for this weekend.
Yeah.
It already cost the Yankees and Orioles a game, I think. Something like that.
I think another team just tested too.
The St. Louis Cardinals
That's
came up with a test. So their game got canceled on Friday night against the Brewers.
Yep.
Yet to hear about the weekend yet, but still, yeah. So these games are all getting canceled.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to go, okay. I saw someone say, okay. Like, and Manfred has come out now and said, all right, if this doesn't get under control, we're gonna have to cancel the season. No shit.
It's already out of control now.
No shit, you're gonna have to cancel the season. Unbelievable. Like this, it's
God bless America.
like I said, I love baseball. I love baseball.
Yeah, you do.
But come on, guys.
I was watching the Cubs and the Pirates last night,
Yep.
and I said to myself, thank God that the governor or whoever did not allow them to share that stadium
In Pittsburgh?
in Pittsburgh, because I could have just imagined what may have happened.
Yeah.
Now, Pittsburgh's not impacted. No team that Pittsburgh's played, blah, blah, blah. But you're adding that extra element.
You never know.
Yeah. Anyways.
You know, so, yeah, look, I don't know. I will tell you the funny thing, and you sent me a text message earlier this week with the cardboard cutouts thing that the Blue Jays are doing at Salem Field.
Yeah.
I did not respond back because my sister and I had already done it.
For real?
Oh, yeah.
You're so lucky.
Yeah, you're going to see if they play.
Yeah.
If they ever get to play in Buffalo,
Yeah.
my sister and I at Salem Field behind home plate.
Nice.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be behind home plate? They
That-
said they're
that-
going to put them at anywhere.
Yeah, but not through the stadium. They're
No,
all behind
dugout to
home.
dugout.
Yeah, they're so we'll be there. They said it's they said it's done random. They gave us all these specs on how to do your
Yeah.
picture. You have to be like, it all has to be legit. I just wish I knew which side I was sitting beside my sister on.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we could do where we're pointing at each
Yeah,
other and
yeah.
stuff. And but you really don't.
You
So
couldn't have put that in the special instructions?
no, because we're each assigned a seat.
Oh, so you may not even be together.
No, we are. We're like seat 41 and 42.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I put in my order twice.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this is stupid. And then, but here's what I'm thinking. So I talked to my wife about it.
Yeah.
She was almost on board. I said, I had this is how I played. I have this idea that I just saw this happen. And I think it's pretty awesome. I'm not going to do it, but just hear me out on what this is.
I love that lead. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't done it. So I told her $60, yada, yada. She's like, are they going to autograph it for you?
No.
And I'm like, no. She's like, had they have autographed, somebody on the team autographed it, then that's a nice memory keepsake. And I'm like, me being in a cutout in Buffalo for a baseball season and them mailing it to me
Yeah.
so I have it is a pretty awesome COVID memory.
But the fun thing about that is, the thing is like, the disclaimer is like, hey, weather happens and we can't guarantee the shape of it. They're going to send us back because it's going to rain in Buffalo at some point.
You think
They're
so?
going to send us back a thing of mush.
Yeah.
Like, here's your paper mache.
It comes in a collector's tin is what it does.
It's like an urn.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, you know what? We went because my sister and I usually go to the home opener every year. Obviously, this year that did not happen. So she said, for your birthday,
Nice.
I got you this.
Oh, she cheaped out then.
And that's what I said. So, nah, she's good.
$60 is a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Anyways.
and I mean, some of it goes to charity, which
Yeah.
is because Jay's Care does good things. So,
Yeah.
so I mean, you know, at the end of the day, wow, there's a big spider web over there.
Yeah, there is.
I didn't even see that till now. Good for us. Anyway,
Somebody get Gwen Stefani.
some of the joys of being in the backyard. You know what? You talk about Gwen Stefani. You know what I put on this morning that I haven't put on, and it was not No Doubt? Naughty by Nature.
Oh, Hip Hop Hooray. Which album?
It was the just the OPP album.
Oh, so did you hear Ghetto Bastard?
Yeah, everything's gonna be all right.
Not a shame.
Oh,
a problem.
So good. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
what an
man,
album.
I remember how much. You know what's funny? In high school, in grade 9,
Yeah.
me and 2 other guys, we had a religion project,
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
and we did a rap
Nice.
to the tune of OPP.
Yeah, you know me.
I forget what it was like. It was like other people praying or something
Yeah.
like.
Oh, so you did OPP. You didn't do You Down with G.O.D.
No, we didn't do that.
No.
We did OPP. But then we did like a dance routine, and then our
Yeah.
teacher loved it so much, and we're in grade 9, remember?
Yeah.
She made us go to all of her religion classes over that week that she was teaching
Nice.
and do it. And it's like, I'm a grade 9, I'm embarrassed, but I'm like, we're in our school uniform doing
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dance routine and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because I was a hip hop kid.
Yeah. I
Those
did.
are
I did something like that in grade 5 for the principal going away.
Yeah?
I did Bust a Move dance thing for him.
I like it.
Like amongst the whole school, not just in front of him privately, because that would have been weird.
That would have been really weird.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm gonna tell you. So Hip Hop Hooray.
Yeah.
Just because you brought him up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when that song was out, And my buddies and I were all like dancing it up because we like to dance.
Yeah, you did.
We would go hip hop hooray and then ho, and we'd point at this one specific girl.
Of course you would.
You too?
Of course you would.
Did you?
I didn't necessarily point someone out.
Oh.
You know, but I get
Anyways.
it. It's funny that we talk about that. It's time we introduce a new segment to the show, and it's something that we like to call
What the hell are these kids listening to?
What the Hell Are These Kids Listening To?
True story.
Let me tell you a little kind of backstory of where this came from. My kids listen to music that I just don't understand. And now I understand that makes me sound like an old man. I sound like my parents now, because when I was listening to Naughty by Nature, you know, my parents, it was crap.
Yeah.
But it wasn't crap. The stuff my kids are listening to now is, I don't get it.
Right.
So
Write down further discussion. That's it. And continue.
further, all right, I'm gonna write that down. Discussion.
Perfect.
Okay, and the reason this came up is because we were in the car and we were driving back from my sister's house, and Heather decided to, we on the radio came the song "Savage" by Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, yeah.
Thee, The Stallion. I'm pretty sure that's not the definition of the.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. And then she decided to just start reading the lyrics. And this is not the song. So what's going to happen is every week there's going to be a song that our kids are listening to, and I'm just going to take a verse, maybe a chorus, who knows? And I'm going to read these lyrics, because I know a lot of the people listening are people around our age.
Yep. Yep.
They probably don't get this either. Okay?
So before you start,
Yeah.
great explanation. Let's re-cue voice guy.
Okay? All right,
Go.
Here we go. And this is something that we like to call
What the hell are these kids listening to? Turn that crap down, kids!
All right.
I'm pumped.
Here
I'm
we
pumped.
go. This song is called Blueberry Faygo.
Oh, blueberry ale.
Blueberry Ale. That's why I thought it was funny
Wow.
when you brought up the Blueberry Ale. By a young man named Lil Mosey.
Lil Mosey.
Can I just tell you that every rapper now starts with Lil.
Yeah.
There's no bigs anymore.
Is his dad Lloyd Mosby? I don't know.
Shaker. Okay, so here we go. This is called Blueberry Faygo.
Okay.
And there are some, I think in this one, no, I don't think there is. Okay, some of these songs have racial slurs.
Not good.
Not this one, I don't think. If there is one, I will replace it. Here we go. Blueberry Faygo by Lil Mosey. One bad bitch, and she do what I say so. 2 big 40s and a big ass Draco. 2 boom boom in brackets. That's probably the guy in the background. It's like 2 boom boom.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 more millions when you ask how my day go. Poured up a 4. Now that's Blueberry Faygo. 1 false move and we straight to shooting shit. 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. Bands. Brackets. 3 more hoes. Pull up. I'm fucking shit. That's how it goes. Big bands. I'm thumbing shit. I'm not going to read anymore. I don't understand a word that just got said.
So he poured out a 4? Like, because he's Lil, he didn't do a 40? Is that what we're to
I don't know. But then he says 2 big 40s. Is that like a 40 caliber gun?
Yeah, because
Or
it's
is
a
it like
point 40. You
right,
should have
it's
read the point 40s.
Yeah, but I should have. I don't think that's what he says in the song, but
2
maybe.
big point 40s.
And a big ass Draco. Now, I didn't know what the hell a Draco was.
Can
I
you
thought
guess?
that was the guy from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
A Draco is a semi-automatic pistol made by Romanian manufacturer Cougar and is imported to the States by firearm manufacturer Century Arms. So that's great. Okay, he's got a big-ass Draco.
Yeah.
In case you're curious,
Aren't pistols small?
apparently it's a big-ass pistol.
Okay.
In case you're curious, Blueberry Faygo is actually a type of soda.
Yeah, that's what yeah. So
Okay.
he got lit on some soda?
He probably put some lean in it, as the kids say.
What's lean?
I don't know. I didn't look that one up. But it's funny because I asked Anthony. I said, Anthony, what's Blueberry Faygo? He's like, Dad, it's a soda. I'm like, how do you know this? He's like, they have it at Becker's.
Yeah.
I went to Becker's to look for it yesterday so I could bring it on a show. They have no Becker's. He goes, I think they only have the cotton candy one, though. I'm like,
well, that's stupid, is what I want to say.
Honestly, I don't understand a word of this.
No.
Like,
let's share a bit. Let's see.
All right.
Put it in the middle here.
Yeah, well, that's gonna blow away.
Yeah,
Here,
that's
Eric
cool.
Hinsky, you can hold this now for us.
Thanks, bro.
All right, one bad bitch and she do what I say so. So it's funny, I watched an interview with Lil Mosey.
Yeah.
He says he's got 10 girlfriends.
Yeah, he does.
So he said the 9th girlfriend likes when he calls girls bitches.
All right.
The other 9 don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got one and she listens to him, I'm guessing. Okay. 2 big 40s and a big ass Draco. He's got a bunch of guns. I don't know how he holds them all. Cuz he's only got 2 hands.
It's him and his 9 girlfriends.
Right. Or just the one bad bitch.
One bad bitch, yeah.
Okay. 3 more millions. He probably made $3 million because he's a big rap star.
Yeah.
Okay. Poured up a 4. Again,
Poured up a 4.
So it's got to have to do with the drink. Maybe a 4 fingers
Maybe.
of something with some blueberry Faygo.
Yeah.
I have no idea. 1 false move and we straight shooting shit. Okay, well that's
Like the empty Faygo bottles?
maybe.
Target practice? Does he put one on his girlfriend's heads?
Maybe. 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. Bands, not bangs, not like bang bang.
Pop pop.
It's a band.
Yeah, small bands.
I don't know what that
So
means.
local bands?
Yeah, local bands. 3 more hoes pull up. So 3 more of his women pull up in the car. Now he's fucking
Or
shit.
landscapers.
Maybe. That's how it go. Big bands. So now it's big band.
Yeah. So the
now
2
it's like
small
the
bands
Glenn
became
Miller.
one.
It's Glenn Miller Orchestra now. See, now that makes me feel old because I just said Glenn Miller Orchestra. And then he's thumbing shit. And I don't know if he's like hitchhiking.
Yeah.
Anyway, Blueberry Faygo by Lil Mosey. That was so that was what we now like to call.
Just what in the hell are these kids listening to?
I used to write rhymes.
Were they that good?
I think they were fantastic.
Were they this good?
Yeah. My favorite line I've ever written
was,
I pop bullets like kids pop Pez.
oh yeah?
Yeah. Because I grew up in the mean streets of in East Hamilton. Recognized.
You know what my line was?
What's that?
Some think I'm golden, some think I'm brass. I take all the girlies and fuck them in the...
Oh, come on, let's freestyle a bit.
I don't know how I finished it.
Why would you do them in the grass? I don't get it.
Because it's nice and comfortable. It's like
Fair
being
enough.
one with the earth.
Yeah. Do you watch?
So now my mom's listening to this and she's like, I never heard you say those words.
I know you don't like 90 Day Fiance,
No.
but there's this character Colt,
Colt, okay.
and he's like this big awkward guy from Vegas, and he loves himself some Brazilian women.
Oh,
So
why not?
anyways, he's in Brazil, and him and his lady go to a beach, and he's a big, like, maybe a little smaller than me, maybe bigger. I don't know. We got to get on a scale.
Depends what the TV adds.
But it's about the same.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to lie. I'm better looking.
Yeah,
So
no doubt.
he pulls down his pants and he's wearing a frickin' Speedo.
Nah, why wouldn't you? When in
You got
Brazil.
you got these little dingleberries hanging down.
When in Brazil, man.
And the lady's like, Cote, you like sex on the beach? he's like, oh, the drink? Yeah, it's fantastic.
Really? They say.
I can't make this up.
Oh, cold. Oh, cold.
So sand or grass, which is more comfortable?
I am not allowed to comment. Sand can get places that you don't want it. Anyway, yeah. So thanks for that.
Yeah, no problems.
All right, I got to go back to baseball for a second. I got into it with Heather about something this week, and it really pissed me off. And then it kind of, so I need your take.
Okay.
And I get the take of the listeners too. So I'm sitting there watching the Blue Jays game, and I got Maverick with me.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just watching the game. And she comes in and loses her goddamn mind on me.
Okay.
He cannot be watching TV. He is a baby. He is 6 months old and he should not be watching TV. And I'm like, how many decades have dads been watching baseball with their babies,
Yeah.
just sitting beside them, whatever. Like, this has been happening for ages, as long as baseball's been baseball.
Any sport's been sport.
Right, okay, I'm just going to use baseball because that's where we're talking about. But you're right.
Yeah.
So he's sitting with me, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like, you cannot do that, and blah, blah, blah. Basically, she did not call me a bad father, but I'm pretty sure if it would have went a little bit further, she would have. And I said, here's what I want you to do. I said, I want you to send me all the research on this. And I said, I bet I could find something to refute everything you say.
Yeah.
So, and she's mad. She takes him away. And I'm like, whatever. I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Whatever. So what she do? Within 5 minutes, I had 8 web pages to read through of like why babies shouldn't have screen time. My point is,
It's not screen time.
it's not it's not like he has a scheduled time where every day he's gonna sit down and it's like, oh, hey dad, I'm 6 months old, I'm gonna play video games and stuff like that. No, he's watching the baseball game with his father. A tradition older than anyone I know.
The last I heard, that's called quality time. It's not, Screen time, Heather, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Be pissed.
Screen time is gaming and nonsense. Sitting and watching a TV show, movie, or a game is quality time.
I like to think so. But she thinks, like, maybe if I would have taken him to the game itself, which I can't, maybe that's quality time. But watching it on a screen and it damages them, and I'm like, damages them? That makes no... Oh, I was right pissed
I was
off.
so looking forward to it that you were going to come up with something that I was going to wholeheartedly disagree with you with, so we could go at it, but I can't.
I kind of knew you wouldn't, so I
Yeah.
needed you on my side so that when she
It's not even
listens-
being on your side. If it was the
It's-
other way, I'd be on her side saying, Joe, it's not screen
This is just
time."
being real.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't get it. Like,
Screen time is when you shove your kids to the side and have them look at their iPad.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you, but I was just so blown away when she came after me for that. And
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding? I'm like literally just watching the baseball game with him, and he was into it.
Was he? For real?
It's not like he was watching the game intently. And I don't know that, like, he let me just say that Maverick, whenever there's a TV around, he does try and turn his head towards the TV. Why not? Bright colors, whatever.
Right.
I
Learning.
get it, you
Yeah.
know. But at the same time, I'm like, I like to think that he was enjoying the baseball game with his dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? And she straight up got raw with, like, raw.
Let me-
Basically, you are a bad parent for letting him watch the baseball game with you.
For everybody else, let me think if everybody's on the same page as I am. So, was this afternoon or evening? Not that it matters.
Evening.
It's evening. So it's the evening. You're sitting there to watch the game. You want to spend time with your son. Put your son on your lap. You're holding him, cuddling him. The game's on. You're watching the game. He's not crying. He's not whining, fussing. And this, from what I understand, he has a hard time sleeping.
Yeah.
And he cries a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hold on, can I interject?
Yeah.
She's been asking me, can you take him a little bit more so I can get things done?
Yeah.
Please continue.
So add all those things together. I think you're doing a damn good job.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get why I'm such a bad father.
It's too bad we didn't have live phone lines where we could call her and just ask her about it. Because I would really like to. Because maybe you're not representing her point properly. I don't know. That's the only thing I can
Do you want
think.
me to fire up the web pages and tell you the hate I get from the web pages? It's like, oh, you're a terrible parent. This will damage children's minds and stuff. Like, come on.
Baseball.
Seriously, they're not watching like my daughter wants.
Your
to start,
daughter watches freaking horror movies.
and now she wants to watch all this anime stuff. And Heather's going through it. She's like, this has sexual content.
All of
This
it
has
does.
and she's like, I'm not letting you watch any of this stuff.
Nah.
So I'm a bad parent because I want my son to watch. I want all my kids to watch baseball. Let's not get crazy with this, but I want them all to watch baseball. But my son that I sit with that is almost 7 months old, he was watching the game with
Yep.
me intently, Excuse me. Wow, there was no crime. That was a little
That
bit
outlaw.
That was an outlaw. And that wasn't the Italian outlaw right there that I gave you. Outlaw. No. Anyway, like, we're watching it. He's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy. She walks in the room, loses her mind.
Yeah. You gotta do something about that.
I'm not gonna stop.
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna get divorced because my son watched baseball with me.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
That's what's gonna happen. Oh, there's a bee here. Hello, Mr. Bee. The beauties of doing things outside, I guess.
It's that smoke smell. I'm gonna tell you, I've not drank a beer this quick, but it's the outdoors, it's the barbecue,
I know.
and it's the fluid.
I know. Seriously, we could. Okay, man.
You got a family of bees around you.
You know what? This tree behind us is a lilac tree. Is basically a. It's like for all the bees to swarm, and I keep asking her, my wife.
Let's take care of it after the show.
I keep saying, can I cut this tree down? She's like, no, it's beautiful when it blooms. It blooms for 5 days.
5 days.
5 days. Can we please cut it down? Oh, cicadas are in the house. What a great...
You know what you do? When there's a game on, you come out here, take out the tree. She's like, what are you doing? Son's not allowed screen time.
Maverick and I are cutting down a tree.
That's it.
Is he allowed to use power tools? So, speaking of power tools, just a quick update. The reno was coming along. They've started putting in the floor.
Nice.
And I didn't get a chance to say happy August. We're in August already. Like, it's incredible. Like, I was telling the kids, I'm like, just so you know, school's like just over a month away.
Right there.
So
have a good time.
Which means Anthony's birthday Anthony's gonna be 13. He's gonna be officially a teenager in like a month and change. So but anyway, reno's coming along. They started putting in the floor, which is kind of cool. The kitchen's taking shape. It looks like I'm gonna have cabinets by midweek.
Nice.
So it's starting to come along. You choking down that blueberry Faygo?
That one didn't go as easy.
That one was not that easy. So anyway, so reno's coming along. That's it. I mentioned power tools and I was like, whatever. There's nothing. Look, I'm happy with the way the reno's going at this point in time. So that's good. I had to have a plumber in this week though.
Again?
Oh yeah, I had a leak.
Man, you and your plumbers, huh?
My toilet was leaking, and it was coming through
this one out here.
Yeah, the one out here. So I had to replace this one with a new one, which normally I can do.
Yeah.
But then I took the toilet off, and the flange that's under it it's like the person that lived here before it took a sledgehammer to it and then said, it's fine.
Yeah.
So when we took it off, like, it was leaking, and it's in a box a bulkhead that they're gonna close in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the last thing I want is this thing to leak once this thing is closed in.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'll pay a plumber.
Yeah.
And he's a Burlington dad. Like, so I was like, okay, great. Like, I'll bring him in. It's supporting a local small business and stuff like that. And, he was grateful, but they did great work. So I was like, and I said, look, and I have no problem. I don't know if you're like this. I have no problem leaving a review.
No, I don't care.
For someone, if they do good work, I will leave a review. So I
Yeah.
told him, I said, I'll give you a good review. I'm going to wait till the whole job's done. But
Right.
I said, I'll leave you. He's like, you don't need to do that. I'm like, yeah, but it's only right. You know what I mean? That's how people, generate business now.
If you do a good job, you should let people know.
100%.
For sure.
So anyway, they did a great job. So if you need a plumber and you're in Burlington, give me a shout. I'll pass his name along for you. But with that, speaking of local and Burlington and stuff like this, we alluded to this last week. We do have a Those Dad Guys special announcement.
Oh yes, I'm excited. I'm so pumped.
It's something like we're getting used to doing the outdoor show this week. This is kind of a primer.
Yeah.
Because next week, Friday evening, 7 p.m., we will be doing the show live on location at
the 5 West Brew Pub in Burlington, Ontario.
5 West Brew Pub, which is at the corner of Walker's Line and Dundas.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the show live, come out.
Feel free.
We're going to be there. The show's going to start probably around 7. We don't really have an actual time, but around 7. We're going to have a couple beers. I think we're going to try a bunch of their beers.
Yeah. So the idea about this when we were talking, to let everybody know, is we'll see how next week goes. But the idea is to go to these small breweries or small pubs, brew pubs, do a flight test of their beers while we're talking. Yeah. Because we like to drink during the show. And
we like to drink the local breweries too. Like, I'm not gonna fire up the no offense to Molson, Labatt, all those. I'll drink some of their beers, but
I won't
try the looks.
Yeah. So
You
I'm just
won't
being
drink
real.
a MGD or anything?
I'm gonna.
like that?
Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't want to.
Go ahead.
So I think why Molson did this. Now I'm gonna say this is okay, but I think what they did was because I got 2 Molson Light and a Molson Canadian in there.
Yeah.
I think what they're trying to do is have people try all these other beers and be like, oh yeah, Molson Canadian's better.
See, I think what they're trying to do is to find out which ones people like, and they're going to buy that brewery.
Ooh, I like your thoughts.
Anyway, let's
like
go
it.
back to what our original
Yeah.
thought of. So we're going to go to these small brew pubs.
Yeah, we'll see how next week goes. But the plan is to go to these pubs maybe monthly, maybe whatever, and sit there. I'm going to try their food. I don't care. Like, I would like them. I think they all serve food. But anyways, is to try their flights, let you know what we think about it, maybe highlight some good places for you guys to go, even with families.
And the one thing I said to you, though, is I will be honest.
Oh, you have to be.
Like, if I don't like their beers, I don't care if I'm in their pub. I'm going to say I don't like it. Now,
Yeah.
I will always preface with I am not an IPA guy.
Yeah.
If they've got IPAs, it's hard for me to judge because I'm probably not going to like them. But you never know, I might get surprised.
Right.
But that being said, I look forward to it. I think it's going to be kind of cool. We're going to do it on the patio
Yep.
with proper social distancing in place.
Mhm.
So, but if you do want to come out and check out the show, that's pretty cool. And if you don't, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, just listen or watch.
You know what I mean?
And then tell us how good it is, but don't leave any comments around. Or thumbs up.
And that's what we get.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the show was great this week. Yeah,
Yeah.
leave a thumbs up, make a comment,
That's it.
do that.
Man,
Yep.
like, I had a guy from work reach out to me that I didn't even know that he knew about the show.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because we're not Facebook friends, which I hate. We're not, we don't follow each other on Twitter, blah, 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 blah. And he comes out and he's like, man, I listened to your show and you guys are freaking hilarious. And I'm like, okay, because I don't think we're all that funny. 'Cause
I don't
we're
either.
just ourselves.
We're just being
whatever.
us.
And I'm like, so don't tell me. Like, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but put it somewhere in the world.
Yeah,
Let the world know.
I agree.
Anyway.
So anyway, that's next Friday. That is August 7th.
Yeah.
5 West Brew Pub.
5 West Brew Pub. Thanks to Doug. I talked to Doug. He's the owner. We
Doug's
talked
the
about
owner?
it.
Okay, cool.
So he's down. So we'll see how it goes. Then I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of other areas.
Nice. I like that because there's a bunch like from here into Niagara, Hamilton, stuff like that. There's a lot. And like, am I like, I'll travel for this show.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
the dedication I have.
Yeah.
Is I'll travel so that I can provide you, because I know that you guys. Oh, Paul's opening number 2. I didn't even bring 2 today.
Listen, I got
we're in my backyard.
I got some crank.
Well, this could be a long day then.
Let's see.
I think there was a show with a movie with Jason Statham called Crank, and his heart kept stopping.
When I say the word crank, what do you think of?
I think of drugs.
Me too. It must be from our New Jack City days.
It could be.
Yeah, but I'm like, I opened it up. I'm like, okay, and
Gotta
then
drink
it's
it now.
Crank Light Lager.
Now it's a small.
So it's like light.
It's a small can.
It's a lady size.
Where did this come in your magical case?
This was in a magical case.
So you have tall boys
from
and
London.
little ones.
Yeah, most of them are tall boys.
Okay, but they're like, we're gonna cheap out and give you a little one.
Yeah, well, maybe Crank only
Where's it
makes
from?
little ones. From
Where's-
London.
That's what she said.
Let's see.
All right, give it a try.
This Crank reminds me of Bush Light tailgating in Buffalo.
It's funny you say that because you talked about wanting to do a show live from a Buffalo Bills tailgate.
Yeah.
Look, here's the deal. Probably not going to happen this
No.
year. But I was not 100% on board until we did this show today.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
Yeah.
It would be amazing.
We would need to hire security because the last thing I need is
I'll just bring my
ridiculous
brother.
hammered Bills fans
Yeah.
throwing people through our table.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
I remember, so my brother can be security because he's fucking crazy. But I remember one time we were tailgating, and this nerdy looking kid comes up, and he wanted to do shotguns, which at that time I had no clue what it was.
Yeah.
And my brother, who's not known to be all that funny, I'm the funny one. He's like, "Oh, it's on, Harry Potter." Because the kid looked like fucking Harry Potter.
Oh, I thought his name might have been Draco. And then I found out that's a gun.
It is.
Thank you, Lil Mosey.
I could tailgate with some Crank.
Really? Yeah, because it's light. So it's light.
Yeah,
it's a light beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It brings me right there, man.
All right.
When I say things bring me places,
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing.
No, it's absolutely not a bad thing when something brings you somewhere.
Yeah.
It's triggering that memory in your mind, good or bad.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
look. Some things bring me places I don't want to ever go back to.
No. Yeah.
Ain't no lie. Ain't no lie. There are sometimes I just don't want to go back there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's surprising?
What's that?
That none of my neighbors have like piped up, or we haven't heard anything crazy going on.
I know, it's a crazy neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a crazy neighborhood.
We got Hamilton 3 doors down, or they move.
No, they're still there.
Yeah.
You know, and I guarantee he does not listen to the show. So
I want to say what up to Tim. He's right there. He's a listener.
he is a listener.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
And legend Mike DaCosta.
He's right there.
He actually texted me during the show
Yeah.
saying, "Hey man, how's the smoker doing?" I told him to come by. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Come by, be on the show." He's like, "I won't be doing that."
Yeah.
I'm like, but he already texted me to see how the smoker's doing.
He's a shy man.
Yeah, but he is and he isn't. Once you get him going,
Oh, man.
game time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Game on.
That's lovely.
It's so fun. So anyway, yeah, so I'm just surprised. We got some people doing some sawing, some renos behind us, which is
They
great.
can probably not even hear it.
Who? The listeners?
Yeah, I bet you they don't
You know
even
what?
hear it.
That's fine. Good. I'm just letting you know I'm painting the picture.
Yeah.
So, and with that, why don't we paint the picture of a dad joke? What do you think? You
Oh,
good?
I'm ready. I
All
memorized
right, here we
this
go.
one.
Let's do the dad joke.
And now, get ready to cringe. It's the dad joke of the week.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
First
Let me
dad joke of August.
Let me take a sip.
Yeah, why not?
Joe,
Yes, Paul.
what do you call a sleepwalking nun?
A sleepwalking nun. I love when I can't figure them out, but I act like I'm going to try and figure
Yeah.
them out. I have no idea what a sleepwalking nun is called.
A Roman Catholic. Can I tell you the history on this one?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you. So
Yes, you can.
I was playing Xbox the other night,
Yep.
and I was playing with my buddy Dennis at work, and we were playing.
Does
This is
Dennis
the
have a
guy-
nickname?
No, he does not.
I'm going to come up. I don't know Dennis, but
Yeah.
Dennis, I don't know if you listen, but I'm coming up with a nickname for you.
Yeah, you
Dennis.
So we're playing, and he's schooling me as always. So let me tell you. I'll tell you the. Anyways.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's play 2. Okay, awesome. So we're playing. And he says, I got a good one for you for the show. Good dad joke. I said, okay, hit me with it. He told me this joke.
Yep.
I could not stop laughing.
It's fantastic.
I was freaking crying.
It's really
I
good.
swear to I had to tell it. So I told it to my wife, and I told it to my wife's friend, just so I could get through the joke, as opposed to the Cinderella joke that I couldn't get through.
Yeah.
But so I had to prep it, and I memorized it, so we're good.
Oh, the Cinderella joke.
Yeah.
If
So
you don't
anyways-
know the Cinderella joke, go back a few weeks and listen for that.
It's
one.
amazing.
Yeah, it's a fantastic one.
Classic.
Got in trouble with that
Yeah.
one.
But anyways, tell me this happens. So I've never beat this kid in Madden.
Okay.
Before Dennis.
Really, eh?
So we're
but
playing,
you can
right?
beat the rest of the league.
Yeah, because I'm amazing against computers on rookie, and he likes to play on All Pro for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I've never fumbled the ball.
Who would do that?
I've never missed a point after. All that happens.
So do you have to play on All Pro if he plays on All Pro?
Oh yeah.
See,
Yeah.
you should be allowed to play on rookie if he plays on All Pro.
Right? That would be
I'm not used to
amazing.
this. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, go on.
So I'm beating him,
Yeah.
and there's 2.5 minutes left in the game.
Come on.
I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
2.5, and I'm beating him by. I think I'm beating him by 6, so he could score a touchdown and win. Blah
Yep.
blah blah. Tell me we don't lose the internet connection and it drops. I'm there. I'm ready to freaking celebrate and let this guy know because I'm finally the Bears. And
Was it on his end or yours?
I'm pretty sure it was my end.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh no,
yeah.
Paul.
And I'm like, man.
Oh,
I don't know if that
no.
happens to the rest of you game players where you're playing, you're doing such a killer job, and
Should
then
just
it
gone
drops.
straight up players.
That's it.
Not even
players.
game players. Hey, players.
Are they not gamers?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Anyways.
are gamers. That's
Sorry.
what my son would tell us. Anthony would be like, "Dad, we're gamers."
Come on, Dad.
I had to take Anthony to a store yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his hair. I like that. That's good. I had to take him to a store yesterday, and he had to buy this like adapter. He ordered this freaking battery that came in the mail as dangerous goods.
Come on.
Yeah, it's some battery, and yeah, he had to buy this adapter, and he's got this magical charger and stuff. Did I tell you Okay, we need to end this show.
Can't believe
soon.
you just punched me, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know it hurt, right?
Yeah.
Bruises next week. He sold his PlayStation Vita.
Yeah.
Okay, because he's trying to save all this money to buy. What do you know? A Nerf gun. I'm like,
Still.
dude, you're gonna be 13.
Yeah.
It's time to let go of the Nerf guns. So we took it, and this guy comes and picks it up. We went to Tim Hortons or something to meet this guy, right?
Yeah.
And I said, you gotta come with me because I don't know anything about what you've done to this. Because Anthony like modded it or something. So this guy comes. He's got to be 25 years old. Okay, nice enough guy. As soon as Anthony sells something, I immediately take over on the texts.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Comes, he's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you got to come with me. I don't know what you've done. So Anthony's talking to this 25-year-old man in like some language I never heard. He's like, how old are you, kid? Anthony's like, I'm like, he's 13.
Yeah.
Like 12 is like not okay, but
Yeah,
13 is fine.
yeah,
I'm like,
of course.
he's 13. And he said, he's like, you did this? He goes, that's incredible, and blah, blah, blah. And you hacked it to this and that. I'm like, really? Did you just make a hacker friend? Like, I don't understand. He's like, the only reason I got this is because they haven't hacked this for PC yet, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my God.
Takes all kinds, man.
It takes all kinds. So, there's the phone. I think it's Zia Rita.
Zia!
Hey, how'd she know you were here?
How are you gonna know?
So anyway, that's it for this week. Don't forget, you can join us. You can join us next week live at 5 West Brew Pub in Burlington,
Walker's
7 o'clock.
Dundas.
Friday night, 7 o'clock. Meet us there. We're going to try a bunch of their beers. We're going to have a good time. We're doing the show live. Thanks for joining us again in the great outdoors. Enjoy your week, beginning of August.
I love it out here. We're for that brisket or what?
I think we got to go see how that smoke's doing.
That's it.
All right, that's it for this week. We'll talk to you next week.
See you, folks.
Bye.
See you next work. See you next work.